Hello there. I hope you're ready to transform and roll out on this kind of rainy morning that I'm recording this, or whatever time of day and weather you're listening to this. We're gonna have universes for Debunked today because it turns out Bayhem is back. That's right, all Patriots unite on this 4th of July, or whenever this is being watched, and realize that the man who makes money is back at Transformers, which is really good. In fact, even the Transformers 1 hype account is pretty stoked because it means that if he makes money, Hasbro will come back to co-funding these movies, which means you actually have a chance of getting more Hemsworth in the animated universe. There's even talks of some of the other directors who came in for, like, I think Rise of the Beasts to come back and do more movies as well. Bay's really just there to get the money there again and oversee things and make sure there's a degree of spectacle. But he is directing, which is pretty cool, because that means, at the very least, we're going to get good CGI in movies again. We've been lacking for a while now. But anyway, so let's get into the debunking part where, I hate I have to say this name. Bisexy Starscream Flicker Gooning. Yuck. I mean, look, I'm not here to kink shame, but there's a lot of terminal online symptoms in that name. Anyway, it says Michael Bay will return to direct a new Transformers movie at Paramount. And this person says a Transformers 1 sequel died for this, by the way. No, a Transformers sequel died because you guys didn't watch it. You guys couldn't convince people, and to be fair, part of it was the marketing team. I'm not going to put it all in the fandom. However, making it real Transformers fans and Gen 1ers who understand it versus Bay fans, which is weird because I grew up on Gen 1 cartoons. You know, my first movie was with Rodimus Prime, you know, becoming the leader, Hot Rod's transformation with the Matrix of Leadership. You know, I just don't understand people who can't accept other versions existing. I hate the MCU version of Spider-Man. I have no problem with Tom Holland making a gajillion movies because kids love it, and I'm happy for them. Anyway, but yeah, low box office sales is what killed that. It's actually so bad that it killed the G.I. Joe universe as well for a while, except maybe Skybound might be doing something with that because Robert Kirkman's been cooking pretty hard with the crossover between Transformers and G.I. Joe. But that's the only chance for either of those to show up as like a streaming service show, not as a movie. So, debunked right there. It died because no one else saw it. It wasn't a choice between one or the other. It wasn't like, well, we can only afford one. They couldn't afford either one. And Michael Bay coming back is actually the one chance you have of getting enough funding for them to make sequels to those other movies you want. It's not supplanting them. They can coexist. I really don't know how corporations tricked you into blaming creatives and fans when they cancel things, but the only people in the fandom who could possibly be blamed for Transformers 1 failing are all the people who were tweeting about it instead of taking their friends and family to go watch it. And again, of course, the Paramount advertising team. Poorly advertised. Also, let's be real, a little jokey, definitely aimed at kids. That's not as mass appeal. It's a big PG-13 spectacle movie. It's just not going to be as mass appeal. Anyway, but then he goes on to say, eliminate Michael Bay fans, kill all Bayverse fans. And I just want to point out right here, this is terminal online weirdo stuff. You make yourself the victim of someone else's actions and then call for their death because you think that they took something away from you. When they didn't take anything away from you, the corporation technically is the one making the choices, and the choice was made based on box office in this case. It isn't always, but it was in this case. So debunked. Michael Bay didn't kill Transformers 1. In fact, he's your best chance of getting Transformers 2. No, you shouldn't kill anyone in general. You shouldn't kill anyone, especially over movies, especially over movies where the whole message is till all are one. I mean, there's a lot of these runs where it actually ends with a lot of the Decepticons joining the Autobots in battles against people like Unicron and stuff. So the message of unity really is something that your red and blue character is trying to teach you, even if sometimes, yes, he does have to kill the gray genocidal general, but that doesn't give you a reason to wish death on anyone. I feel like I'm living in multiple parallel realities at the same time. Debunked. Till all are one. Please be nice to each other, and let's all be friendly. We all want everyone to get their sequels. This is how you get them. Unlike Warner Brothers, this genuinely would get Hasbro and Paramount in a better business deal than it is right now, where Hasbro wants nothing to do with funding any more of these movies. So let's enjoy that. Let's unite, and let's not act like this. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, and have a wonderful 4th of July week, fellow Patriots.
Freaking wear that thing He's still not down.
Spooky 3-2, use 105 shells. Bring the rain.
Hi, I'm Michael Bay, director of Hollywood hits such as Transformers, and I demand things to be awesome.